Hey there.
Hello, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, everything's alright, everything's good. What's the latest news in the game so far?
You know, it was a pretty terrible week for me in comp. But the thing is I felt like I was playing better and looking back at some of those games, it kind of looked like I was playing better. It felt just like an unfortunate streak of losses, which, to be expected. But so I deranked a couple times, but I'm at plat 1 right now. Fell down to plat 2.
That's okay.
But
Continue.
yeah. But yeah, just trying to actively remember to like stay a shift away. Like every, several seconds, I'll like try to look around and be like, am I, at an off angle? Am I not doing an Anna angle? Can I be doing something more effective right now? And all that stuff has been very helpful. But I think the most helpful thing, um, mindset wise, that you said last week was that you're never going to out heal the damage, and damage, is just a more valuable number than healing. And that I think has really changed a lot of the way that I view these fights, and it's been super helpful.
Nice. That's really good to hear, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's just with any kind of support, you need to find the way to be proactive. So, yeah, understandable. Yeah, out of all those concepts which we went over with you, what do you feel like you started doing better, much better currently?
I think more uptime, especially as it pertains to damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm more aware. I'm definitely more aware of when I'm not doing anything, when I'm not contributing any value, which has been a lot of the time. But now it's like an uncomfortable feeling because I know I'm not, and so I'm quicker to get into doing something helpful. So I think that's been the biggest one.
Nice, nice. And is there anything what stands out? What do you feel like you struggle with right now?
Mm, I think maybe. Um, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Just I felt like a lot of these losses in this last streak were like um I don't know. It didn't feel like there was a lot I can do about it. And I'm sure there was a ton I could do about it, but at the time it didn't
Hmm.
feel like there was much I could do. So maybe looking over some of those would be helpful. But I just when I'm like pocketing a Genji or whatever, and they like overcommit, and then I'm just kind of like out and overextended because, and then he's double
Hmm.
overextended, and I'm just kind of like lost because the guy I like took a risk on to support to make a play or something, just like you know, just either bails or is just cut off or whatever, and then I find myself in you know Timbuktu away from my team.
Understandable,
Uh,
understandable.
yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, it's maybe just partially making sure that you position around the rest of you guys, maybe just also anticipating what your defensive route could be. But we can take
Hmm.
a look. I think should be good. How do you feel like your target priority is at the moment? I remember we talked about just triggers, making sure that you support the right person based on the triggers. How that
Hmm.
went, do you think?
I think that's definitely improved. Well, specifically the healing target priorities. Yeah, that's definitely been on my mind every time. Every time I'm like gearing up to press Guardian Wave. It's just like check marks in my head.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, it's a lot less wasted healing buffs. That's for sure.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that E and just overall healing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Hmm.
that's pretty big thing. Okay, well, is there anything else what you want to add maybe before we start looking at those what's?
Um, no, no, I think maybe we can get to it if it's good with you.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, let's see how the
Cool.
progress real quick first, and then after that we can this side.
Okay,
What to do? I think.
great.
Okay. Can you see this too? And also,
Yep,
do you have the codes prepared? Let me see. Oh yeah,
I
you.
do.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't send them to you actually. I do have them though. I can put them in right now. I'll
Yeah,
put
of
a few
course.
in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Uh, I kind of forget some of the details of these, but that's okay. I'm sure it's
That's
a
fine.
better
That's fine. Yeah.
raw look at gameplay rather than me trying to be good. Okay. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so there's one. I'll throw a defeat in there. Two. They're all
Mm-hmm.
um escort. Sorry.
No, I mean
Uh,
I think it's fine. Honestly, just whatever the map you want to bring, just whatever
sure.
map you felt like you tried the best to do all this stuff we went over should be good to start with. Okay,
Cool.
maybe. Oh yes, what was it?
Oh, nothing. I was just putting three. So the first one is you. Looks like you have that pulled up. I think Kings Row. Then there's a loss on Parusio, and then there's Hollywood, another Hollywood, like
Mm.
last time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is
Mm-hmm.
great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is there a preference? What do you want to start
Nah,
with?
just
Okay.
fine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's watch every fight how it is. Yeah, we see that somebody's on the angle, that's fine. Going to support those guys over there. Just walk into the choke. Yeah, maybe we can spam some damage in, sure. Okay, sure. Yeah, just definitely not using. I see the patience there. Yeah, we kind of before. I think we would use your ears much earlier. Right now, we're just
Hmm.
exactly waiting for the pressure to happen. I think this makes total sense. And you see how much value it gets. This guy is instantly healed right now, so this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there's some problems with Sombra. A small moments. Well, I think it's just typically when you're gonna be in
Mhm.
1v1 situation, when there's gonna be right in front of you, or when the target, generally speaking, is gonna be hard to hit, you may yourself find also try to do a little bit of tap tap tap, just to make sure that
Mhm.
instead of we kind of leading the shot, maybe just do a little bit more damage this way. I'm not sure at this range it still might be okay to like try to do this sort of, but
Y-
the pressure from before where the Sombra is like here, maybe you can
mhm.
also try to do that. It's just sort of making sure that we first of all have better uptime. Second is just whenever you know that this is pretty difficult for you to aim at the target, then you can always sneak in more shots this way. But it's just
Totally.
typically for anybody who is more closer. But other than that, yeah, I think it's fine. It's just a really important thing to know. But yeah, we are
Yeah.
at this point of time, supporting the Mauga. Sure, maybe there's gonna be an angle which your soldier likes to take. Maybe there's gonna be surgeon as well. Yeah, the uptime is good. Yeah, yeah, okay. Going for the damage there, sure. You guys should be winning this, I believe. Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
How the next fight's gonna go? Well, they're not gonna touch, so it's fine. You can just look to spam damage. Sombra's behind, can't do much about it, like, from this point of
Yeah.
time, really. Maybe
It's
you
not
can try
bad.
to scout them, but yeah. Can, let's see. Being patient there. Yeah, this is good. Took a little bit of damage, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a little close. And Eric that
Mm-hmm.
lived somehow thanks to Anna.
Yeah, yeah, that's not too bad. Obviously, there's still some improvements you can make with awareness, or maybe making sure that we're not getting shot at there. But yeah, let's keep watching. So
Yeah.
far, like, based on what we talked about, I think this is pretty good. Activity, patience with E, yeah, uptime, but the damage. Also, what you're doing here is really good. What you can try to do, honestly, is just, again, try to spam the shots, because when you try to spread the shots, whenever the Sombra is invisible, if you know she might be,
Mhm.
then there's just gonna be high chance for you to find her. Maybe you so
Yeah.
something like in a pro play, or just in general, divas would shoot around, or the ball players, they would just shoot around them, and they will try to scout for the Sombra. Honestly,
Right,
this is
right, right.
something what it can do as well. Do not
Yeah.
hesitate.
I
Yeah.
guess that makes more sense with Sombra. Normally, I do the tapping thing when like a Tracer or Genji's in my face and I can't like empower the water orb, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's just like a lot of tapping and like melee weaving and stuff. But when they're kind of like mid range like that, yeah, it's a little weird. But yeah, scouting for the Sombra makes a lot of sense to just tap a bunch of orbs out. I
Yeah.
normally try to like weave the ball through like hallways and stuff, but I don't know. It's limited success with that.
Yeah.
Tapping might be better.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think the only one problem your team had so far has been the Sombra. I think for the
Yeah.
most part, the guy's been pretty okay. Right, our soldier goes in with the damage. Sure, self-sustain with E. Why not? A little bit unfortunate that our soldier died there. But other than that,
Yeah.
I think we are good. Hmm. Oh, I'm curious. Let's just watch a little bit more about the
Okay.
positioning. It's just gonna be just what angles we're choosing to take and such. Okay, we're starting
I don't
here.
like this at all. This is terrible.
Hmm. You mean the jump or this?
My well, the that too. But I think just being down there, it's like another Anna angle. I
Yeah.
up there would have been awesome, but yeah, I whiffed it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's just also something to think about before the fight. Did you have something in mind just when the fight starts around here? Do I just play card because nobody's here, or yeah, it's just this is the angle
Yeah,
I choose on purpose, kind of
it's
because it's safe.
cart, I think,
Mm-hmm. Just move the card.
primarily. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, I think since we, because we talked about the angles, I think, and it's pretty important for you to just to be
Mhm.
able to control the space. There's one thing which you can constantly think about. If you ever know that the fight is about to start, ideally want to be somewhere away from card and make sure that we kind of give an enemy team a
Yeah.
dilemma.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was just agreeing. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's basically we're thinking, okay, when the fight is about to start, when most of these people are in, and then we kind of thinking, okay, where can I go at this point of time? What do you think, by the way? From here, what are the possibilities? So kind of cut our shift around here even. To be honest, this is when the fight might be starting out. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
Honestly, shifting and then jumping on the cart and then up would probably be ideal into either that room or the
Window.
platform behind.
Yeah, the platform behind as well. Yeah, the room might be slightly more preferable because also watch your angles too. Yeah, who's being more active right now is this soldier with a visor
Mhm.
right now. Imagine if
Right,
our
right.
support is on him and we're supporting this angle right now. I think this is pretty good. It's
Yeah.
just if you yeah, I think we talked about that where we support the activity, right? Anybody who goes
Hmm.
for off angles, this is gonna be really good for us to support as well. But yeah, it's just I think a lot of it partially on uh, specifically for the card, because I know this is not too bad to try to move it as
Hmm.
Wuyang, because a lot of the times you can just go from the card towards your team. You have a lot of mobility. I think you can
Hmm.
do that, but it's just when the fight is really about to start, then make sure that you're gonna be away from card no matter what. It's either we're supporting the fight, we're going in somewhere, just even on the main. Sometimes if the angles allowing you to, then just try to set up stuff like that. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, does make sense. Or any
Yeah,
questions?
no, I hadn't considered the cart as like obviously it's the focal point for all like the spam damage. So why
Mm-hmm.
would you be there? But I've never even like thought about it explicitly. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's always gonna be the good rule, honestly, just with any character.
Yeah.
Even though you're pretty good at just pushing the cart, still
Mm.
trying to find yourself doing something else, because this is where all the pressure will be too. It's just gonna be Sombra, there's gonna be someone else on main, and because you kind of cut between two fires and they have two purposes, they stopping you and they stopping the cart at the same time. It's gonna be pretty easy, but you want to
Yeah.
make them
Yeah.
choose. Yeah, if they do they go after you? Do they stop the cart? And this is always better to do.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine though. Right. Starting out here. This is gonna be the main angle here. Yeah, this is unfortunate, but I think the intention is good. If he would be there, then this is really, really good angle for us to. It's just I'm over here supporting this, away from card 2, potentially doing quite a lot of stuff, so why not?
Yeah.
Okay. So far,
I need to.
yeah.
I was gonna say I need to do like a uh, check of like all the maps and see which heights are indeed jumpable because sometimes I don't think that's actually I don't think that one's reachable. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't do some testing either. Maybe if you use this structure here, maybe.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
too
yeah,
sure, honestly, as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do it from the cart, but the
totally,
reach, yeah, it definitely something you can test. Maybe try to do something in the custom games, really. So this will be
totally, yeah,
easier. Yeah, but I think most of the jumps on this high ground you can kind of make those of the cart, or just go up the stairs. This is also good. Maybe I'm using my shift. Let's say I'm not able to get here,
hmm,
then using shift, get this angle, then might be okay
sure,
too. The call can also be those stairs here. I think not too bad, just in case if it's gonna be
yeah.
difficult to make the jump. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, actually on release, the character didn't jump that high too, to be honest. They just
Oh, he
increased
got
it a
buffed.
little bit, yeah.
Huh. Huh.
I mean, not on release, but it was on testing server. When they
Mm.
released it on testing, it was
Is it?
hmm?
Do you know if it's all uniform, like BAP jump and this jump? Do you know if it's like the same height offhand? I don't know. Seems
uh,
similar.
s- uh you mean
Oh no,
just
BAP's way higher actually.
yeah,
With like a
yeah, yeah,
way higher.
exactly,
It's like double.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. The
Yeah.
BAP can pretty much just reach the ceiling even if you try to
Yeah.
fully charge it, honestly. So, yeah, it's gonna be definitely different. But at the same time, you have a lot of horizontal mobility compared to BAP, so this is
Yeah.
pretty nice. Yeah, let's see this one. So,
What even was that? Oh, Sigma.
I'm thinking, we yeah, we mentioned a lot about those self angles. It's a little bit hard on this map. It's understandable that it's gonna be harder to take the 90 angles like we talked about. But
Mhm.
maybe something what you can think about at all times is why do you keep an eye? What is that cover you're gonna use at
Mhm.
any time? So you're just gonna be thinking, what is that corner I'm pushing from? What is the corner I'm pushing towards? And the second thing is, how do you minimize your hitbox? Because sometimes, like even when you've been on the main, it's just at the start here, or just maybe on the first point, we a little bit too exposed to too many threats,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
your idea can be a deal with one angle at a time. You're trying to make sure that as last hitbox as visible for the enemy team. And at the
Yeah.
same time, yeah, we just go from, instead of like trying to take the space and you saying, oh, let's go from this corner to help this Mauga here, try to approach it in a more a slow way. I'm kind of going from
Yeah.
corner to corner. So your next corner can be, let's try to maybe reach this space inside. And then after that, if something will go wrong, then you can use this corner as a save point just in case. There's going to be HP pack, there's going to be the stairs we can take. Yeah, so instead of kind of make it this way, where at this corner 1, 2, we kind of go towards the corner 3, and then we're stuck in the
Yeah.
open, so we have to go back towards the corner 1. Your fallback option can be this corner 2 right away. It's just
Yeah.
corner to corner, something happens with this corner 2. Okay, then let's think about how do you push towards the corner 1. By the way, what are your options? Let's say they reach the corner 2 when you're gonna be here. What can you
Mhm.
do?
You could just go out back or up the stairs.
Yeah,
Maybe up the stairs and then like up the platform and then off probably.
yeah, yeah, possible. Yeah, possible. You can even sometimes try to
Or just
go
all the way
deeper if
around.
your team goes deeper too. It just
Oh yeah,
goes
yeah.
here, yeah. Or at least this is always nice. Yeah, instead of kind of thinking, how do I go back? You wanna try to find a way to maintain this 90 angle in a way. So
Mm,
I would just say, yeah, let's maybe this is gonna be the second point, rotations. Yeah, ideally we just
mhm,
want to go from 90 to 90 angle. And of course, the King's always more linear map. Yeah, maybe there's just more. It's easier for us to be in the main, maybe slightly harder to take the high gun so either way. But anyway,
mhm.
once we're gonna do so, once we have some sort of angle, if you can maintain it for longer, I think this is always nice. Yeah, kind of go from one off angle to another. Also, let's keep it this way.
Yeah.
So corner to corner, one off angle to another, and it's gonna be alright. And regarding the corners, let me just give you an example. I think I have something in my YouTube probably. Yeah, there's gonna
Mhm.
be some video on the cover. I can show you. Just maybe you
Okay.
can also watch it later after the
Sure.
session too. But yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna show you a few examples so it makes sense. Okay, we are. Yeah, I think this here is gonna be good. Just 1 second.
Mhm,
I need to open this. Oh, yeah, perfect. So we are. Yeah, at this point here. Okay, moving. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Can you see it?
mhm,
Yeah, so our idea is making sure that we minimize the angles, we deal with one at a time. The good examples could be somewhere around here. You will see that the ash will try to play out in the open. So it's kind of starts here, yeah, actually. Okay, so what's happening right now is they exposed to angle A, they exposed to angle B,
mhm,
they also might be exposed
mm,
to angle C. So it's kind of the same
mhm,
case with you. When you're playing here, you might be exposed, well, first of all, there's quite frequently been Sombra, but at the same
mhm.
time, there can be, like we can see this guy walking on us, Moira, the Sigma walks on us there. So it's already kind of two angles. Even though they're relatively close, we could say, well, it's one angle. But honestly, this is just, this guy slided to the right, this guy slided to the left.
Sure.
So yeah, we still can kind of remove one of the angles. And how I can remove this is through doing this, or maybe I can
Mhm,
do it through doing this. Yeah, I'm only exposed to Moira. Or let's say I am also over here, I can remove this in a way. So you see that the same problem occurs with the Ash now. They just exposed to too many angles. A little bit extreme example, yeah, because of those guys have more to the left, to the right. Yeah, they're taking that
mhm.
crossfire, but still, it's gonna be so much
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
easier for them to kill you. So there's gonna be a lot of damage. Also, multiple potential angles to be attacked from. Yeah, that's why there's a high risk to die. So what we can do
Yeah.
is always try to anticipate what you're trying to shoot and try to position. So using the corners, like we see here, if I only want to be exposed to this angle on the left, then I'm gonna
Mhm,
be going back to the stairs here, and I will just try to take this angle. If I really want to deal with the guy on the right, then I will try to
mhm.
go a little bit to the right too. And you always will be thinking about the combination of the structures. I'm showing here it's gonna be vertical and horizontal. Really, all
Mhm.
of that can be your cover. It's not only that, because a lot of the
Right.
times people think, oh, verticality, but you also need to think about this here. Any sort of high ground, anything what's closer to you. Because even though, let's say I'm on this window, it's good to
Mhm.
also partially protect me and make sure that those guys are, I'm not as exposed to anybody. So it's gonna be this here. Yeah, we see, for example, dealt with this guy. Then after that, we can choose to deal with a soldier. Yep, position
Mhm.
really close to cover, and it's gonna be much easier. Stuff like that. Yeah, this is what I, yeah,
Yeah.
want you to try to do a little bit more too. Does it make sense?
Okay.
Or
Totally. Yeah. No, that I think that makes positioning a lot easier. Thinking about positioning, just handling one at a time. Because I think a lot of the problems I have with being exposed is like not committing, obviously, to one or the
mm-hmm.
other. It was like, am I going to help the Malga or am I going to bail? And just kind of like stuttering and out in the open. But I think just thinking, yeah, just rather than all of the noise and everything, just like literally angle to angle is
Yeah, yeah.
way easier.
This kind of even starts here. I'm thinking, okay, what is that piece of cover I'll be using? In this case, you will use left. And then after that, you keep walking, which is fine. But then after that, think, what is that cover you are using now? So there's Ash, and there's Sigma just right in front of you. What are your options?
Mhm.
What do you think? What is that corner you should be
Um,
going towards?
Probably left
Like at side
in
left.
that alley. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I
And
think
then
this is
up, like
okay.
around the stairs to the left.
Yeah, possibly if you have time. Just make sure that Yeah, I think when your team is right on the fight, sometimes when you take too long rotation, let's say the
Yeah,
eventual
yeah.
will already will go in, might be a little bit scary. But other than that, I think it's okay. Yeah, just make sure to commit. But now we kind of stand, and you see the problems now. We're in the cart, so there's no dilemma for the enemy, and at the same time, we're exposed to two
Right.
angles right now potentially. So that's why I take a lot of damage, and then here we have to use our E, which is reasonable
Mm-hmm.
based on the triggers. Yeah, we talked about the HP. Yeah, HP goes down. I'm in a more frontline position. This is fine, but you can also prolong your life a little bit more because you use cover and you rotate in the better way. Yeah, and so this is what happens here. You kind of, at any point of time, can also be thinking about this potential escape route. So see, I have this corner here. If something happens, what is a corner you should be falling back to first? Or maybe
The
corners.
left one again, or
Yeah,
I mean, I guess the top
probably.
one.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
would be even better one, yeah. Because you would go from this, well, just go towards the 90 angle and try to maintain it, so doing this, yeah. And this will make it easy to maybe dodge the signal just as soon as you hear it. Ideally, need to have shift for it, but it's fine. I see that we use the
Sure.
shift there to support the Mauga, but yeah, it's maybe not as needed, but it's okay. It's another part too. It's just being able to talk whatever can kill us, whatever is threatening you, and then you need to be able to dodge that. Should be okay.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah. I think that big uptime. The uptime is decent, and just overall the yeah, there's good, much more patience. There's all the healing, especially the yeah. This is good.
Yeah, it felt a lot better too. It felt like I was actually, able to see the space opening
Yeah,
or whatever denied or like actually happening
yeah,
as opposed to like with
exactly,
Juno or whatever,
exactly.
where they're not as scared.
By the way, what do you think your positioning should be right now? This is the active guy right there, right? At the same time, you
Yeah.
can think about the corners, the angles. So where could it
Maybe
be?
the upper just to their left on that upper like little platform.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Sojourn's left, I mean.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
You
that
mean
one too.
here? Yeah, or this right? Mhm.
Or either one, yeah.
Yeah, either one. Yeah, possibly just for the battle line side. Maybe the right side can be okay-ish
Yeah.
too. I think here it's just harder. If you want to weave the shots, you cannot see anybody. So here maybe it's just gonna be
Sure. Yeah,
slight
yeah,
easy
yeah,
if you
yeah.
have slight cover this way. But
Totally.
yeah, just make sure that you hear, and we're not gonna be scared because we have the cover. Just in case if something goes wrong, you always have
Mhm.
escape plan. Of what is that next corner I'm going towards? Yeah, instead of going back to main, you will just be playing here, and I think it will be easy for you to instantly support this guy. Maybe even use your A on him too.
Yeah.
The damage
Yeah.
part is good though. I see you're kind of moving in this direction where see enemy team is going in, and you see how you're falling back. You're kind of backing this direction, but you can be thinking, what if I fall back to here if they are really close? Yeah, so it would be you start here, probably you shift,
Yeah.
kind of goes to the main, but then after that you here, or let's say the enemy team goes really deep, then maybe I go this way, or maybe even try
Mhm.
to take the high gun. I'm not sure, by the way. Can you? I think you should be able to
Maybe
make it.
where Anna is. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
If
yeah,
she's
yeah.
jumping or I don't know.
This is
Maybe the
that
railing.
definitely needs to be done. There's some testing. I'm not sure
I
about
do,
all the
yeah.
spots. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
don't. Well, I've been playing the Wuyang too, but honestly, it's just something you gotta try to practice because the concept is simple. We're trying to take the 90
Mhm.
angle. If verticality is there, then take it. If not, then not. But there's also possibility to maybe jump on cart 100%, make it to
Sure.
here. Yeah, stuff like that. So just
Yeah.
escape
Getting
options.
comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think it'd be worth getting to know all the like trash cans and stuff that you'd miss, like when you're taking fire and all that,
yeah,
so
honestly,
you
I
could
would
jump on.
just try to do the custom game and maybe do it
Mhm.
before every game session. 10-15 minutes might be okay. You can just spend on that as a part of your warm
Do
up, and then why not?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
in the queue.
Well, parkour, Wuyang parkour.
Parkour, yeah, I mean, why not? Yeah, I would say it's okay. That's what I personally would do when I was playing the mobile characters like Doomfist, or I just maybe you see a lot of Doomfist. Well, I see that, yeah,
Mhm.
in the The highest tier Doomfist, they always search for some sort of rollouts, for some sort of spots. The Wuyang is the same. The Moira could be the same in a way too, with all the
Hmm.
dashes. Yeah, I think why not? Yeah, sure, you can do that. Maybe it's also worth it to kind of, maybe not necessarily try to memorize everything through watching, like
Sure.
because somebody can release the video and say, okay, this is all the jumps, all the cool things, but I think it's better if you go in the game and then you're trying to exactly find the problems with your angles, and then you're trying to figure out through how can I use the surrounding of the map so I will
Hmm.
get on the angle, and then after that you maybe can watch someone play on this map, or like let's say there's a video which tells you, oh, this is the spot, this is the spot. Well, maybe it's gonna be worth it to look at in this case because your mind will be more focused. It will be more useful instead of watching like 1,000 maps and trying to remember every spot. Every spot. I think it's easy if you exactly solve every map one by one, and then in
Sure.
the long term, everything will be put in that long term memory. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's patterns too in the maps, right? Like
Oh
of
yeah.
like objects and things under vertical places that I've intended people to like use and stuff. So I'm sure like rather than memorizing everything, like just getting a general feel of where things are placed might be good.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Well, let's keep watching. We
Yeah.
guys can probably make it through. Have our ultimate. Yeah. Okay, let's see. 101. Yeah, even here, what are your thoughts? Where should he be right now?
Yeah, I should be ahead a little bit on the left in that little room thing. Maybe a little because I can like I know where the ash is at this point, and like if I were to be completely behind cover, I'm sure I can like hit at least the platform and get some
Hmm.
splash damage on that ash, so I could not even be
Hmm.
visible
What about
if
the
I would
angle on
be.
the right as well, like we suggested?
That works total. That's probably better because I'll actually land the shots.
Hmm. Yeah, I think there's just slight more consistency. This feels like more
Yeah.
more short range angle where you would be as a carrier. For example, I can wall climb here. I can get a really short range. As a Wuyang, I'm kind of more of a mid-range character, yeah, mid to long
Yeah.
range. So I think it's okay if you have slightly a longer sideline. Why not? And at the same time, it's gonna be more 90 angle. That's fine. Yeah, maybe this is something to take away from the angles too. Once you will be doing a lot of that, I'm just gonna say take a more mid range, and it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, anyway, let's keep watching. Yeah, took HP pack, but there's a good HP pack on the right side too, just in case. Okay,
Oh
see,
yeah.
the
That's
fight
right.
starts. This way you can think. I think you, you need to like find options. Even just going in through here and going on this platform, I think it's gonna be
Hmm.
safer. Just instead of being in
Yeah.
this place because now we're exposed to potential Reaper here. There's also gonna be people on the main too. Yeah, we're just exposed to too many angles. We kind of will
Sure.
always choose your fights this way. If you know that everything's in front of you, you can control that. So using cover, I think it's always better in a way.
Yeah, totally. And like halfway through a lot of the fights, I'll
Yeah,
I'll realize that, and then like I'll like think back to like watching this,
yeah.
and I like head over there as fast as I can. But yeah, it's definitely been an effort to try to remember to
No, it's
not be
also
where Anna is.
yeah, exactly. It's also kind of go back to the off angle too, even though you're on the main. Okay, I'm getting pressured, making some predictions to who might pressure me. I think this is useful. Oh, by the way, something we went over slightly. Trying to track threats on the enemy team. How
Mm.
did you try that as well, or?
Yeah, yeah. I think less so with olds. I think I was really focusing on just regular hero abilities.
Mhm.
Just like the major ones that are easier to actively keep track of because ults, are they take longer and you got to keep more memory for longer. So the abilities I think helped out a lot. Like Reapers, teleport, and the obvious ones. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I think this is really good. Yeah, trying to escape, it's a little unfortunate. Gonna make it. All right,
Still
that's
feel
fine.
like I'm using
Mhm.
my shift too. I'm relying on my shift too much. I'm like
Well,
expecting it to be there. If it's like sometimes it feels like,
yeah,
but it's not
yeah.
because I.
It's probably just once you have enough cover in the area, and then you rely on that first, and you also think about that good escape option instead of falling back to your team. We kind of just maintain this 90
Mhm.
angle, then I think it's always gonna be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like here, it's not too bad. We kind of went to the right side, maybe went slightly to the left side. Just gonna be supporting this angle on the where
Mhm.
your Hanzo is taking. Okay. Some damage, sure. Yeah, this is good angle too. 190. Not sure we need it here. So you see,
Yeah.
kind of just we can
I
also still
think I got
maintain.
scared by
Hmm.
whoever was up there.
Yeah, the Reaper is up there. It's just kind of easy, really dangerous to us right now. Is
Right.
not as much, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is something what we gotta be thinking about. Corners first. Yeah, just
Hmm.
use the corners. Use. By the way, maybe this will make it easy as well when you're trying to maintain the angles. Use HP packs in general, so it will be easy for you
Mm-hmm.
to think about your yeah, like just think about this when I'm on the off angle. I'm trying to use as many resources as possible. Like try to
Hmm.
make it easy for me to stay there, because if I prolong staying here, this guy might go after me. Then they have to
Mm.
invest some abilities. If they have to invest some abilities, then my team can kill him. And meanwhile, I'm
Sure.
staying alive just with all those small resources, with all the HP packs, and maybe even your shift too. That's okay. I
Yeah.
would say, like I said in our first session, it's fine if you take damage. Really, think about your health
Mm.
as just an ability for you to stay in the angle longer. Yeah. So
Sure. Yeah.
you kind of, as a general rule, need to
Mhm.
trade half of your HP usually, and then you can be confident. Then you can use your shift if nothing works. Really, you don't have enough cover, then you can
Yeah.
escape. Yeah, escape after.
Okay.
So yeah, stuff like that,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, HP packs on the map too, and should be alright.
Using your teammates as bait, like you said, right?
Oh yeah, this is good too. Like this guy.
But using yourself as bait, I guess.
Yeah, this is too exactly. We just because see that now this guy can. It's easier for him to go after Diana, but if he would be baited by us and we would escape easily, then it would be pretty annoying for him, and maybe this skill
Yeah.
wouldn't happen on Joanna right
Right.
now. Yeah, yeah, this is good. Okay, some damage before the fight. That's nice. Good corner here allows us to remove all the damage. Yeah, if you know they're really close, might make sense to maybe use the
Mhm.
shift too and try to fall back. Sure, especially when your teammate's down, been down.
Yeah.
Yes. Um,
Nope.
yeah, it's kind
It's,
of the same thing as the pressure happens and you kind of move in a straight line here. Again, it's always
yeah.
gonna be thinking about this corner closer to us, escape option, escape plan. You usually will find yourself move left or right first. Do not just move backwards. Move left to right, press A, D key, and then it's gonna be fine, because this way you will throw off
Yeah.
this guy's aim a little bit more. You see, it's so much easier for him to kill you this way. Let's maybe slow it down.
Totally.
Okay, just because we're moving right to the back. Okay, we're
Right.
starting here. Okay, move forward. Sure, the switch is dead. Then after that, they try to take aim at you. One shot, second shot, you still move kind of backwards, so they don't even have to
Yeah.
move it. It's just on you all the time. But
But does that last orb get him?
uh, the yeah, well,
No. I'm just kidding.
yeah, let me see. No, I think no. This is still this is still something. We probably would be able to once you're hired and just maybe even kill this guy. To be honest, just with all the orbs. But yeah, usually projectiles once you dead, they disappear kind of.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
curious. Yeah, so this is the warp, and oh yeah, this is the one
Oh,
orb
oh yeah,
here.
the first one got him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first
And then
one
my
got him,
dying orb.
and then the second one lies in. Yeah, it just
Oh,
disappeared
I
because we
got
did.
Reaper. All right.
Oh wait, we got the. Oh,
You
you're
got.
right. Actually, the Reaper got in away. Let me see again.
Didn't do much. Did he have armor or overhealth? Oh.
Yeah. So it's like Ah,
Didn't do
okay.
anything.
So it's still a bit. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Then that's fine, I guess.
I wonder why I didn't take any damage.
Well, no, well, they
It-
did. It's just not too much.
It's like a little tiny slit. Whatever. Yeah.
It was not fully. I think it just started to
Oh, it was
charge
like a
more.
regular orb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it was more regular. That's why. If that would just float like a little bit more, maybe
Yeah.
they would
Just
deal
blowing
more
bubbles at
damage.
him at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting here. Damage output, sure. Okay, it's alright. But we still can hold on a little bit. Make sure
Yeah.
that the enemy commits around the corner first.
Yeah. He was safe. He found cover.
Okay, this is alright. This is alright. We'll have an advantage too, so maybe can
Yeah.
use our E a little bit earlier. It's not like even now, it shows you kind of go
That would have
back
been,
instantly.
yeah.
Well, go to the corner first instantly, so you don't waste your time. You kind of too much back. Sit here.
And I
This is
immediately
fine.
pressed shift. Yeah.
This is fine. Okay. I'm not sure about that ultimate too.
The only thing I remember really about this match is calling that guy Fart Kebab because he was pissing me off with Sombra.
All right. Interesting though. You see that? Okay, there's a. Oh, well, I think it actually might make sense to try to get the sig there. Sure, but then after, if the enemy makes the push, where do we go afterwards? Let's see. Yeah, like this is good direction. I see the Ash aiming it to you. Let's go right,
Mhm.
and then let's go left after or something. Yeah.